So do we have an update for you if you are a rideshare driver? And I know I can't get on the apps, but I'm still going to tell you about stuff on the apps anyway. As you can see, we are driving, well, not Lux Black because, well, we might not be driving Lux. Imagine a world where ride types for passengers or for the rider app no longer gives you access to certain types of rides, like let's say Lux or shared. Right, you can no longer get discounted rides on shared, and you can no longer get these premium service rides such as Lux. So for me, I thought it was really interesting that all of a sudden in the middle of the week, right? Or not even middle, toward the end of the week, a Thursday, not even on a weekly reset or anything like that, the apps are making changes, and they're also not making announcements for these changes. They're just happening unbeknownst to the drivers, unbeknownst to the riders or passengers. So I found that really interesting, and we're going to interview a rider and see what he thinks about that. I'm a rider, and I'm thinking about, I was feeling really bougie, so I wanted to get a Lux ride, and for some reason today I just couldn't do that. Now, there was no ride types that really filled my bougie ways. In fact, I wasn't able to get my sweet ride, and I wasn't going to pay for a Lux Black or a Lux Black XL. That's just, absorbent at prices. So where's my Lux, man? Where's my Lux? Back to you in the studio. So you can see that there are riders out there that are just in a panic, in a little bit of a tizzy, because yes, Lux for some passengers is no longer available. Interestingly enough, on the driver's side, things are like normal. It shows Lux and gives you a false sense that you will be able to get Lux rides. People are realizing that they're not able to book Lux rides when they try to find pre-scheduled rides. So I would like to know, in your market, what are you experiencing? I've checked both apps. I've heard even on Uber, sorry about that, even on Uber, they've been making changes. They've been making changes that are affecting drivers as far as not being able to get these shorter rides or these shared rides, which would give them multiple passengers in their cars. Now, keep this in mind, for Uber, it might not be that big of a deal, right? Because they've already changed the way quests work on Uber. Uber now go, at least in my market, I don't know if they've done it across the board, but in Los Angeles, they've already changed how quests work so that it goes based off of the dollar amount you make, even though the numbers that you have to make are astronomical and ridiculous for most drivers. They're just not going to make that much money, which means they'll never be able to hit the quest. They're very disrespectful offers. I'll just put it that way. And the amount that they pay for those absorbent amounts of money is ridiculous as well. And this is a sentiment shared by many drivers, especially those who tend to focus on getting shorter rides in order to accomplish their quests. I personally feel like they should have switched to a dollar-based system or something similar a long time ago, or maybe even a mile-based system, because if it's either by time or by mile, or even in this sense by how much you're making, I feel like by how much you're making is a little bit of a problem, because there's plenty of rides that don't pay a fair rate or don't pay a decent rate that's worth it for drivers that are paying attention to the cost that it takes for them to use their own personal vehicle in order to give rides on these platforms. These are supposed to be this is supposed to be gig work, but for this gig work where you're supposed to be able to choose the hours that you work and work, work as much as you want to or as little as you want to, they're literally punishing you for working less, and they are not paying you enough to sustain maintaining your vehicle or buying a new vehicle that qualifies for a higher tier, and to be able to pay yourself a fair rate. So this is just where my mindset is on this. I think you should be making $30 to $40 an hour just on X, and then everything else should go up from there. Yes, I believe Uber and Lyft, or a person using their personal vehicle to drive you around is a luxury service. It is not bus fare. It's not public transit. That's just my personal opinion. However, they're making changes to some of these apps, including Lyft, and I'll try to put the screenshot here, where they literally show public transit in the list of ride types available and the prices for them. So I understand that Lyft is going more in a customer benefit, focused marketing strategy, right? I don't know what Uber's doing. I thought a few weeks ago, or even 3 weeks ago, Uber had doubled down saying that that shared was going to be, they were going to expand on their shared features. Now it seems like they're removing it. However, Uber already made the better move by finding a new way to set up quests, in a dollar amount rather than going based off of how many rides, knowing that they were going to be getting rid of shared. Anyway, I would like to know what's going on in you guys' market on Lyft. Are you already seeing that Lux is removed on the Rider app? And shared, I believe, is removed for almost everybody. I haven't seen anybody say that they still have shared on their Lyft app. And then also in your market, is Uber removing shared? Because it seems like shared has been removed for some of the drivers, or some of the people that I know over in the Los Angeles area. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.